So this all started because I was trying to dodge an awkward conversation with a coworker who always cornered me in the break room. One day, as a joke to myself, I put on the most ridiculous French accent and said, "Pardon, I do not speak this English very well." They looked confused but then just nodded and walked away. It worked. But then, it kept working. People started treating me like I was a new hire from the Paris office. We don't have one, and someone even offered to help me find international resources. HR emailed me with bienvenue in the subject line. I'm not even French. I'm from Ohio. Now it's been 2 weeks and everyone calls me Pierre. I've downloaded Duolingo to at least sound legit. I accidentally got out of 2 meetings by pretending not to understand the invite. My boss says my European perspective is refreshing. I'm in too deep. I think I'm getting transferred to France. Where I live, homeless people run amok and live in the woods, but where I worked it was much worse, and homeless people couldn't even be in the property unless they were ordering something. So this guy, when I was leaving work at the time, didn't have a car, so I walked home, begged me for food and was crying, and it broke my heart low-key. So the next day on my walk-in I told him to come in at right before my shift was over and I'd give him food. Well, he fucking did, and he told all his homeless buddies about it. I ended up zeroing out worth of freaking pancakes and told this guy only he could come next time because I could lose my job over this. So he started coming in and I would give him pancakes. Flash forward, apparently my boss knew the whole time even though I was the only one on shift, and she said it was okay because this guy begged everyone and I was the only one who cared enough to give him food. Then 2 weeks later I quit because this something-year-old cook touched my ass. I did not in fact like it, and I told my manager and she did nothing. And on my way out I put in an order for pancakes and zeroed out all the fees, then gave bags of pancakes to the homeless guy, and the other pancakes were what I ate for a week. I got intimate with my Bumble date, and boy, I have a lot of complaints. So me and this guy were down and he asked me for a BJ. I did it gracefully, and when he was turned on and we were about to begin I asked him to go down, lick me on me. But crazily he declined. What the hell is wrong with y'all? OMG. I think it's pretty clear what I mean, but in case it isn't, I am your average Midwestern white guy. I grew up pretty poor in rural America during the mid-s. Black culture was being co-opted by white people all around me, and since there weren't many black people in my town I didn't know any better and picked up on the language being used. I genuinely, wholeheartedly, believed that asafta was inoffensive. I'd never say it to a black person. I'd never use the hard R. So clearly I knew it was wrong, but I never really understood why. In college, I went to a pretty rural school, but there were many more people of color and I made good friends with people from all different cultures and backgrounds. One of my friends in my instrument program WWW Black, and his name was very similar to the name I had saved in my phone for a white friend. I was bored one night and wanted to hang out, so I texted me white friend, "Hey, what are you up to?" Well, I sent the text to my black friend. I had only known him for about a year. His replay was something like "LOL what?" And my soul cringes out of my body every time I think about this for the last years. But at the time I think it didn't even register on me how bad of a look that was. Luckily, my black friend was seemingly chill and I didn't get reported to the school or anything. My hope is that he knew I was just a stupid-ass rural white kid that didn't know any better. I don't use words that don't belong to me anymore. I have thought about reaching out to the friend I sent the text to apologize, but I realize that is just me trying to absolve myself of guilt. I fucked up and deserve the soul-crushing cringe as a reminder not to be so ignorant. When I started dating my wife years ago, in passing I pretended to have a college degree because I wanted to seem like I was on the same level as her or something. I dropped out freshman year and just partied for a few years in a college town. It was out of insecurity, and I have been lying about it for years and never owned up to it. I never was put in the position where it would come out. Whenever people have asked, I just continue the lie. Anyway, I decided to go to school online to better my career and just finished. I feel like I want to celebrate but also feel like a liar. Edited to add. A handful of you think it's BS that I was able to hide online school. I work from home and my job is generally slow and reactionary. So I have a ton of downtime. Instead of playing video games all day like my coworkers, I was taking classes. The degree is in my field too, so my boss was actually okay with me studying on downtime. It's more productive than most people I work with.